Hi guys, today I'm doing another collaboration video with deenass88 and we're going to do like another relationship-y type video because it's something that actually gets requested quite a lot, and even though I'm single it just doesn't seem right that I'm doing like relationship advice video, but you guys ask and so I am there to do what you tell me to do. Basically Deena is going to do a video called How to Find Mr. Right, and I'm going to do a video on how to tell if a guy likes you. And I'm definitely no expert in this area whatsoever, because if I was, then I probably wouldn't be single. But I think I know when a guy, like I think I'm pretty sure I can tell when a guy likes me. Like I don't think I've ever not known when a guy likes me. Either because they've made it really, really obvious, or because somebody's told me. And I think sometimes if somebody tells you that a guy likes you and you have absolutely no idea, it's usually like because they're really, really, really shy and they don't know whether you like them back. So I always think the kind of best advice I can give you, and I know that us girls have a lot of pride and we don't want to look stupid in front of people, but to be honest sometimes you just have to look like a moron to get the guy that you want, because I always think if you don't say something, some other girl is going to come along and just take your man, and what are you going to do? And then you're going to go home and cry about it. So I think sometimes you need to make it kind of obvious that you like them, and what I mean by that is you need to smile at them, you need to listen to their crap stories, you need to laugh at their shit jokes, you need to like twist your hair and stuff like a bimbo, because guys like that kind of stuff, I think. But if you've done all the stuff to make the guy know that you like them, there is just a lot more chance that he is going to respond to that. Whereas if he doesn't know whether you like him or not, he's not going to respond. And I really don't think there's anything wrong in just making things a little bit more obvious, because I think girls nowadays just have too much attitude and they give too much of this I'm so beautiful and everyone should come and love me. And I just think, you know what, that's really not the right way to get the guy that you want. And if you do it that way, you're just going to attract the wrong attention. So I think the first obvious thing when a guy likes you is the whole eye contact thing. If you are walking past him in the corridor at school, or you walk past him, you know, at college or whatever, if he looks at you and, you know, holds that stare for a little bit longer than what you classify as normal, then I do think that is quite obvious. Because, okay, in my situation, if you, I think, okay, I'm not really rambling, but I've got so much information to get out there. Okay, so say for example, you're walking down the street and you're not attracted to anybody that you see on the street. You're not going to give them eye contact. You're just going to scan and you're just going to carry on walking. However, if you see somebody that you are physically attracted to, you're going to stare at them, and then they're probably going to see you looking at them, and you're probably still going to be staring at them because you've just got no shame. And that way they kind of know that you like them. So in that respect, if somebody looks at you for a little bit too long than is normal, I think that is a sign that he probably is slightly attracted to you. Also, if you are close enough to the person, generally if you're attracted to somebody, your pupils dilate a little bit more than normal. That can, I think it kind of means either that they're turned on, which actually just worries me a little bit, or that they're just on some sort of drugs. But I think some people, you know, I've like heard that people are, generally their pupils are dilated if they are attracted to somebody. But generally I wouldn't go up to them and stare, because it's just not going to make him like you. Next thing I find, and this I find actually happens quite a lot, and I don't know whether it's just that guys that I have liked in the past, the reason I know that they've liked me, and the thing that I think is the most obvious giveaway with a guy, is when they try to make you laugh. Usually I think they go about it the wrong way. I think usually they take the mickey out of you to make you laugh, and I think what they're expecting in return is that you go, oh, don't be stupid, and then you like hit them and then you feel their muscular arm. I mean, I kind of think that's actually what guys do. Like, I actually think that's part of their plan. I think they want you to play fight. So they say something funny to take the mickey out of you, and then you go to hit them, and then that way they get body contact with you. That to me sounds really stupid, but I reckon 90% of guys that I have ended up dating have at some point taken the piss out of me, like really, really badly. And I know it's because they want to make you laugh, but also because I think it kind of makes themselves feel better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think guys sometimes take the mickey out of you if they think that it's going to make you laugh. Also, they are very, very likely to just make jokes about other people to make themselves look good. So I tend to find a lot of the time when you're talking to a guy that you like, and if his friends are around, he's very, very likely to take the mickey out of some of his friends in order to make you laugh, so that you go, oh, you're really funny. I think generally just him trying to make you laugh. And to be fair, if he's giving you the time of day to try and make you laugh, that to me kind of says what it needs to say, because I think a lot of the time with guys, they won't bother with you unless they're interested in you. So they'd rather be with their boys playing computer games and talking about the football scores than talking to a girl, because I think they think unless you're attracted to a girl or you've got some sort of hidden agenda, I don't think really guys bother with girls unless they like them. I have guy mates, but at the end of the day, they probably spend more time with their boyfriends than they would spend with me. And I think that's just a guy thing. So I think, number one, if you're getting a guy's attention, he has to like you. Like, I just think it's quite obvious that he likes you if he's giving you the time of day and if he's actually just bothering with you. Also, the other thing is, guys always try to make themselves look good. And I don't mean that in a physical way, but they might tell you a story that makes them look good or bigs themselves up. And that is all just in the process of trying to impress you. I just sound like I really think I know what I'm talking about, but I've actually got no idea. But these are all just the things that I reckon are really obvious. So when a guy tells you a story about how he beat someone else in a club with one punch and knocked him out, that's him trying to impress you. And I know as girls we kind of go, oh, he's a bit of a thug, and then we're going, oh, and actually we're thinking that doesn't impress us, but they think that you're being impressed by this information. So you've just got to kind of go along with it, because remember, if you act like you don't like them, they're going to suddenly retract and they're not going to show you any signs of liking you whatsoever. I think they kind of use excuses to see you and spend time with you and talk to you. So whether it's texting you or whether it's just basically hanging around. So if you're, like, when I was at college, there was this guy that I did end up dating, and I used to find that even after college, if he knew I was going to finish a lecture or something, he would like hang around outside and like outside my lecture and just pretend that he was like on a phone call. And I was like, why would you be waiting outside my room? Because we can all hear your phone call from inside the room. Like, he used to find excuses just to hang around, and then he used to, like, you know exactly when my lunch times were, and he was always around outside. So I thought, well, how convenient, like, you keep wanting to go for lunch with me. And to me that was quite obvious. But also, he used to do the mickey taking. He used to tell me about times when he beat people up, and I was supposed to be impressed by that. He used to wear these, like, I just go out with morons, I think. He used to wear this like really tight t-shirt and these tight v-neck tops and stuff like that, so I could see his arms. And he used to go, I've been working out at the gym, feel my muscles. That is a dead giveaway. A guy doesn't want a girl that's ugly or he's not attracted to be touching up his arms. So if he lets you touch up his arms, he's generally quite interested in you. Give guys a clue back. Like, if somebody is into you and they're showing you all these signs that they're interested and you're really not interested, you really shouldn't react to these things, because you're just giving them completely the wrong impression. If you are interested back, you need to respond to all these things. So even if you don't care that they knocked someone out with one punch, you need to act all like, oh, you're so hero-ish, and you just need to do all that stuff because it just encourages them. And you can't bust a man's ego, because, you know, they're little baby animals inside, and they get quite bruised egos, I think, quite easily. The other thing you can try is asking him to, like, you know, ask him if he says, oh, there's a movie or something he wants to watch. There's nothing wrong with, like, you know, just saying, oh, I really want to see that as well, even if you think it's horrendous, and just seeing if he invites you along. If he goes, oh, I'm going with my mates instead, then I just think he probably doesn't like you, because if he gets a chance to be in the dark with a girl watching a movie and he takes the opportunity to sit there in the dark with you, I think he's got to be quite interested in you. If he says, he makes up an excuse and says, oh no, I'm going with my friends, or oh no, there's already a bunch of us going, and he just blatantly just doesn't want to invite you, then I think that's just a surefire, like, you just shouldn't even go there because it's just not worth thinking about. I think obviously with boys, I think they're quite kind of receptive. So if he, like I said, if he talks to you, if he responds to you, if he looks at you while he's talking to you, I think he's interested in you. If you're talking to him and he's looking straight past your head at some other chick, I think generally he's not interested in you whatsoever. I think the other thing that I've read about when guys like a girl is they kind of like stick their chest out a little bit, because again, they just want to make themselves look quite manly and alpha male, and generally they just want to show off what they've been doing at the gym, I reckon. And I think sometimes when a guy likes you, he won't be afraid to compliment you, and you can drop hints like I do. I mean, what I tend to do is I tend to say something like, oh, my hair looks really stupid today, and if he goes, oh no it doesn't, your hair looks really pretty, that is a compliment. Like, just take it, just soak it all up, just take the compliment. Because a guy, if he doesn't think, like, if he totally wasn't interested, he probably just wouldn't have responded to that. But if he goes, oh no, actually your hair looks really nice, take it as a compliment, and that is coming from a guy who generally wouldn't care and give two flying fucks what your hair looks like. But if he responds to you, I just think, again, it's just a sign that he's into you. The problem is sometimes is when you've got a really, really shy guy. So there was a guy at university that liked me for like 2 years and never ever ever told me. And because he never told me, I never knew about it. And to be fair, did I like him? Probably not. Would I have given him a, you know, would I have gone on a date with him if I'd known he liked me? Probably yes, because if I'd got to know him, I might have liked him. But I wasn't initially physically attracted to him. So I didn't know for 2 years that he was interested in me, probably because he never really spoke to me. He'd say hi and bye when he walked past, but he was very, very, very shy. The only reason I knew that he liked me is because actually somebody else told me. And when this person told me, I found myself being a little bit more receptive to him. And I don't know if it was just a subconscious thing. And I started, like, you know, like, if I walked past him in the corridor, I'd stop and I'd have a conversation with him instead of just walking past and smiling. If I saw him out in a bar, I'd go up to him and I'd say hi. If I was going on the dance floor and he was there, I'd just smile at him, that sort of thing. So because I had this thing in my head that I wasn't going to look stupid because he liked me, I kind of found myself being a little bit more confident around him, knowing that, oh, he liked me. So that gave him a bit more confidence, because I was like doing the whole kind of, not flirting, but I was doing the whole being more receptive and paying him a little bit more attention. So he kind of did the same back, and I was like, oh, now I can tell that he likes me. But up until then, he didn't, obviously he knew that I didn't like him, or he didn't know whether I liked him or not. So he wasn't making anything obvious. But as soon as his friend said, oh, he likes you, I found myself being a little bit more attentive to him. And then he was really sweet back, and he was like, you know, come and get me on the dance floor and stuff like that, and then, you know, like, give me a hug at the end of the night. And I sound like a fucking slag, but basically just, you know, like, I never ended up dating this guy because we finished uni by this time, and I was like, you live too far away now. But I just think, had I known a little bit earlier on, it might have gone somewhere. But because he was so shy and I never knew he liked me, that's just what happens. So just don't be shy. Life's too short to, like, miss out on the people that you're supposed to be dating. Also, if he kind of texts and calls and, you know, replies to your messages and stuff like that, you are going to get these alpha males with big egos that just don't want to text you back for like 4 days. But I would say that's more like a girl thing to do. Girls play all these mind games with you where they're like, oh, we can't text back too quickly because it looks really desperate and we can't do this. I don't think guys have the same mentality. Guys will just respond if they read the text and there's something to respond to. So generally, if he responds to your messages and don't analyse stuff like putting kisses on the end, because I don't think as a rule guys do that unless you're dating them. Also, I would say, as my last little bit of advice, don't kind of just have too much pride, because, sorry, I'm really sick, my nose is like all lurgy-ish. Don't have too much pride when it comes to like boys and relationships, because, you know, I know a lot of people in the past that have like missed out on people that they really wanted to go out with because they haven't let them know. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling somebody's friend that you like them. If you're really, 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 really shy, like, but you want this person to know that you like them, but you don't want to tell them yourself, if you tell their friend or somebody that they know that you like them, you know 100% that person's going to go and tell them. If that boy then starts being more receptive to you and starts being more attentive to you, you know straight away that he likes you back. If he avoids you after that, after somebody says, oh, this girl likes you, if he starts to avoid you, clear sign that he's so not interested in you, and then just don't waste your time, because the chances are if he doesn't like you and you've gone through the effort of telling somebody to tell him that you like him, he's just a moron. So basically don't waste your time with time wasters, effectively. So those are my little pearls of wisdom in the whole, you know, how to tell if a guy likes you. So generally he's receptive, generally he pays attention to you, generally he'll respond, he'll try and make you laugh, he'll big himself up in stories, he'll tell stories where he looks like the hero and his friends look like the morons, or he'll tell you stories where he's beat somebody up, or he'll just tell you things that make you go, oh, that's quite impressive. You know, he'll tell you how much he can bench press at the gym, and he will expect you to be really, really, really impressed by that. So if you like the guy, just pretend to be impressed by that, because that's just what we have to do sometimes to get the guy that we want. Guys, like I said, they have egos, they have pride, and you just don't want to, you don't want to like ruin their pride, because if you do, the chances are he just won't speak to you again because his pride is dented. So just basically respond to guys that you like and let them know that you like them. If they respond, they like you. If they don't respond and they avoid you and they run a mile when you walk down the corridor, they generally don't like you. But like I said, if they give you that lingering stare when you walk past them in the corridor, even if they don't smile, they just look at you, they might be too scared to smile in case you go up to them and slap them. So I would say, guys, to me, I think they're kind of obvious unless they're really, really shy. If they're not shy and they don't really pay you any attention, they're not interested in you, and just don't waste your time. So thank you very much for listening, and please go and check out Deena's video on how to find Mr. Right. I will leave her link in the bit below, and please subscribe and comment and rate and all that good stuff, and do some requests for me, because I want people to request like relationshipy stuff, because I really like doing like my little research. And what I tend to do is like ask my friends, like if I've got guy friends or girlfriends, or like my sister and my sister's boyfriend, like I tend to go, how would you like let a girl know that you like, and then I like asking them questions and then writing everything down. So I get it from a guy's point of view and a girl's point of view. But hope everyone enjoyed this video, and please let me know if you have any other requests. Love you lots, and I will see you very soon.